Hello Cancer, welcome to your April 2019 reading. Give me just a moment to relay your messages. I do feel that many of you are feeling argumentative at this time. I feel that you may be harboring a lot of resentment, a lot of difficult feelings towards a particular person. I just see you guys like gritting your teeth in anger, okay? Some of you may be grinding your teeth in your sleep. I don't know why I'm picking that up, but I feel that someone has lied to you. Someone has lied to you or, strung you along. And I feel that there's some hard feelings here. So let's see what, or this can be vice versa where someone feels this way about you. But I feel it's more so where you are repressing feelings. It's like someone has really irritated you because I feel like if they had have told you the truth, then you would have gotten over it, or you would have forgiven them. But it's like because they didn't tell the truth, that's what you're angry about. Yeah, I'm getting the Hermit with a lot of people this month. This Hermit seems everywhere. It's like everyone is in their heads, or everyone is like wanting to disappear. Wanting some free time, wanting some alone time. A lot of people are thinking about areas in their life that they want to close out. It's like the season is changing, right? The season is changing. And a lot of people are reflecting back, and everyone's ready to shed some baggage and start all over. Is what I'm getting for a lot of people. Okay, you guys are having some financial difficulty. A lot of you may be looking for new careers, new jobs, new sources of income. Yeah, so you are showing up as the High Priestess here. Many of you may be dealing with another water sign like yourself, Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. This is all about relying on your intuition, okay? Relying on your intuition. You guys are deeply intuitive. It's like someone here, either someone left you waiting or you left them waiting, or this is yet to occur, okay? Some of you, you're dependent on someone financially. You're dependent on someone. They may owe you money. And I feel that it's like someone is not coming through. But there's definitely some resentment. Some of you, there's resentment towards this person because they owe you money. I definitely see that, where someone may owe you money and you may be in a spot where, you need it. It's like you may have loaned someone money and you're needing it back. And it appears that they're doing just fine. So it's like, well, why can't they give it back? That's something that, some of you, you cut someone off because they took advantage of you financially. And, this Four of Swords is typically where there's been a time period of no contact. So this is someone you haven't spoken with in 4 days, 4 weeks, 4 months. We are speaking about the month of April as well. So for some of you, this is yet to occur. Don't loan anyone any money. If so, you're not going to get it back. You're going to be left waiting on it to come back in. Okay? And I feel that this is going to make you turn your back on this person. You are going to cut someone out of your life as a result of this. Because I feel that you sacrificed yourself financially to help someone out of a tough spot. For others of you, you're needing emotional support. You're going through some difficulties right now where you need someone to have your back. I feel that needing support, and it's like you're looking around and you're like, I don't know who to trust. Yeah. So someone stabbed you in the back. Someone stabbed you in the back. Someone cut you off. Someone betrayed you. And as a result of that, it's like there's been broken promises here. And with this Ace of Pentacles, as I said, many of you may be starting all over. Or you're waiting on money to come in, or you're looking for a new job. I feel like you're really needing finances to come through right now. This is you budgeting, holding on tightly to your finances, to your resources, trying to save up so that you can get ahead. This is, it is slightly improving by the end of this time period. It is slightly improving, but I feel that it's still not exactly what you're needing. Some of you are waiting on a lump sum of money to come in. Others of you, this may be a lump sum going out. You may have a large payment, for example, especially if someone where, you went in together to purchase something. I feel that they're not coming through on their half. So it's like someone is leaving you hanging here. And I feel that it's falling on you and it's your responsibility, and you're trying to figure out, how am I going to handle this? There's a lot of prayer, a lot of relying on your spirituality, trying to figure out, well, how am I going to make a way? But I feel that you will make a way, Cancers. You always do. You will make a way. Okay. Yeah, here we have this Ace of Cups. So this is typically, emotion. Many of you, this may be a love partner, right? This may be a love partner where someone is starting all over. You have two aces here. So and you're at the 10. So the 10 is an ending and the ace is starting all over. And, sometimes when we end relationships, we invest so much into a person that when we walk away from it, it's like, we don't have anything left. You may be leaving a situation with nothing but the clothes on your back. I'm getting that for some of you. Where, you're feeling torn, you're feeling worn down, and you're feeling, quite isolated. But the positive is, I feel that you're very much walking towards something that is going to suit you very much, much better. Okay? I do feel that there's a chapter that needed to close. There were too many feelings built up, or it wasn't built on a proper foundation to begin with. For example, it could have been being together out of finances instead of emotions. And, I'm seeing that with a lot of people at this time, where it's like, you're sacrificing the finances for more emotional backing. A lot of people are realizing that they're needing emotional backing. They're needing more emotionally. And you guys especially, you need that that refreshment. It's like that is refreshing for you. So I do feel that there is a sacrifice being made. That is what this Hanged Man is about. You may be sacrificing money for love. You may be sacrificing a job. Yeah. So this is definitely feeling in a state of defense. Needing to defend yourself. Needing to stand up for yourself. Feeling like, the world is against you. And you're feeling quite emotional at this time. Everybody goes through things and no one is perfect. I do feel, someone has stabbed you in the back. Here you are. Or another water sign like yourself, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. I feel like for most of you, this is you. Showing up as the king, you're ready for love. You have a lot of love to give. You have a lot of emotions inside you. And you're ready for that to be reciprocated. So I feel that, you're cutting ties. You're cutting ties with people who are not giving you that. For some of you, someone that you have not heard from is coming back around. And they're making you this offer for a new beginning. And you're like, well, I don't know if I should step out on faith and trust it or not, because there's so many feelings of resentment here. Or it would be easier to come back together financially, but it won't be in my best interest emotionally. I'm ready for the real deal. That's what I'm picking up here. I'm ready for the real deal. I have a lot of love to offer. I have a lot to give. And I feel like I'm receiving very little in return. So I feel that, it's kind of like an up and down emotional roller coaster. And you may feel that you're having to stand up for yourself. It's like fighting for yourself, for your own emotional support. So here we have the Eight of Pentacles. This is about, being very focused, very determined. Again, very focused on finances. But more importantly, it's about building. It's about building. It's about growing. It's about putting your head down and, focusing on your work, focusing on those pentacles, trying to get your money where you need it to be. I feel like, if this area improves, then there's a relationship that it's like you wouldn't give it a second chance. You wouldn't give it a second look over. And, this is where we're keeping our head down and we're saying to ourselves, I feel like you're trying to avoid conflict. For some of you, someone is directing their anger at you, and it's like they're really getting under your skin, right? It's like they keep directing their anger at you. They're taking everything out on you. And it may be arguing over finances. But either way, I feel like you're thinking, I've just got to get myself financially self-reliant and get away from you. It's like you're ready to bail on a person no matter how much it takes. Like, it's like you're working your fingers to the bone, okay? I do feel that way. It's like someone is argumentative and they're coming at you and you're like, it's not in my nature. I'm too delicate. I'm too, I'm a lover, not a fighter. That's what I'm feeling here. And anyone who stood you up or left you waiting or, those types of things, I feel like you guys are just done. Yeah, someone's trying to come back around. Definitely someone's trying to come back around. But, I just feel like they're not as dependable as you need them to be. And it's not fulfilling you in the long term. So, this is where you're putting up a fight. You're putting up a fight in order to move forward. This is victory and success, positive movement forward. But it's like where someone is not trusting you, or you're not trusting them. That's something I'm getting here. You may be dealing with an air sign, which is a Gemini, a Libra, or an Aquarius. This is someone who is coming off quite combative, quite irritated. There's some frustration here, and with Judgment, this means we need to make a decision. We need to make a decision about this. Are we going to fight? Are we going to cut each other off? Or honestly, I don't even feel like it's a smoothing it over. I feel like you're cutting this person off, or them you. It's like you're unable to see eye to eye. Judgment is typically like, are we going to renew this? Are we going to revive this? It's using your best judgment, making a judgment call. And for some of you, this Five of Swords, while it is arguing, sometimes it's knowing when to cut your losses and turn your back and walk away. So that's what I'm getting here, that you're moving forward. And it's like someone is, they're not wanting you to move on. That's what I'm feeling, where that it's over. You know that it's over. But it's like every time you start to move on, here they come. I feel that. Kind of like, well, if I can't have you, no one can. So you may have a very possessive love interest here, where, they're not bringing to the table what you need them to. But it's like every time you start moving on, they come back around and sabotage your new relationship or your new interest. Some of you are involved with someone, I feel like their hair may be like a very different color, like, something unique. I'm getting that for some reason. Like a bright, vivid, blue or purple or, red. I don't know. But I'm feeling that. And I feel that, like I said, this person, they're putting up a fight. Someone may be demanding a decision out of you. It's like they're giving you an ultimatum. Well, what side of the fence are you on? Whose side are you going to take? Yeah, I feel that where someone is, it's like they're wanting an answer out of you. They're wanting a decision out of you. Like, are you going to have their back or are you not? Or you're wanting this from them, as I said. It's either way. This typically indicates where, there are 3 people involved. It is a shallow victory. It is typically something very petty. And I feel that there's some irritation. There's some irritation here, okay? So it's like someone is wanting you to make a decision. For some of you, you need to make a decision between 2 people. It's like you can't straddle the fence forever. You can't, do that. For some of you, you have 2 people. This could be 2 family members. This could be 2 friends. I feel like you may have 2 people that are intertwined in these really negative feelings that they have towards each other. And it's like one is trying to get you on their side and the other is trying to get you on their side. And you may be trying to stay mutual. And, you're straddling the fence, right? Because you're saying, well, it's not my business. It's not my place. Why do I have to pick a side? But, unfortunately, I kind of feel like someone is questioning your loyalty here. And it's kind of like, whether you deem it fair or not, I feel that they are wanting you to make a decision on, who you're going to choose. Okay? So for some of you, this is like an argument between 2 friends. And I do feel, as I said, it's like someone is giving you the side eye, or you them. Like they may feel betrayed by you, even if you're not the one that hurt them. I feel there's some type of other connection here. For example, if someone, like if your friend is friends with your ex, right? That's the type of thing that I'm picking up here, where they're like, wait a minute. You're going to have to pick one. You can't straddle the fence, okay? And, yeah, sometimes that is, not fair. Then sometimes it is. It just depends on, did you get in the middle of it? Was it their place to get in the middle of it? Like, because I feel like someone may have got in someone else's business, where there may have been okay, you spend time with this person on your time, I'll spend time with them on my time, as long as we're not talking about each other, then, whatever. But I feel like one person was genuine, like one person, they stuck to that, where it really was about the friendship with you, and I feel like the other person may have just pretended that and used it as a way to hurt that other person by you being connected with them. I hope this is making sense. It's just question who the real friend is. Who is in it to be the friend or to be there for you, or could someone possibly be using you to get to another person? Okay? I feel like that is something to be evaluated. Some of you, there's some regrets here, where you may be regretting, not that you betrayed someone, it's like, I feel like you may be regretting taking someone at their face value or straddling the fence in a situation. Okay, so I feel that there's some tough decisions to be made here. And once you make up your mind, I feel that you've taken a time out to make up your mind. And I feel that you are going to be making a decision and moving forward. Okay, you're definitely going to be making a decision to move forward. And as I said, you may be putting up a stance. For some of you, someone has blocked you, like blocked you out of their life, and there's some resentment. It's just going to depend on who you are and how this story plays out for you. But staying in this mode here where you're reflecting, evaluating, observing. Some of you had information that you kept to yourself, and it's like someone may have hard feelings because you didn't open up and tell them, okay? Or vice versa. As I said earlier, where you already knew the truth of the situation, but because they didn't open up and tell it, that formed resentment. It's like I could have gotten over it if you had have just came to me, right? And I believe I said that from the beginning. So, again, strong financial focus. I know there's a lot going on, but you really need to focus on your finances at this time. Those of you that are applying for new jobs, looking for new sources of income, it's looking like, as long as you keep your head down and you keep focused and you're staying to yourself, don't divulge in workplace gossip or workplace drama. That usually ends up being quite costly in the end. Okay? Okay, Cancers. I will see you in the month of May.